episode exist? Who wrote this? The guy who made Appa's Lost Days? Is the guy who wrote this, Appa's Lost Days, and Gary Come Home, the same sick f***ing bastard? How's it going, boys, girls, and squirrels, and welcome to me in a bad mood. This is gonna be relatable and enjoyable to nobody, but I just opened OBS, the software I use to record these videos, and despite my better instincts, decided to press that update now button. So OBS updated, nothing looks the fucking same anymore, everything that was horizontal is now vertical, so that's been stressing me out. I'm sure all of my settings are the same, but also, no I'm not! There was a point in my YouTube career where I would irrevocably fuck up 1 out of 5 videos I recorded, and it was usually because I was messing around with the OBS settings. That happened for like 2 to 3 consecutive years, and afterwards I swore off updating any programs in my life ever again. But today I did it. I don't know why. It's not even that different, but it's just different enough to set me on edge. Why do apps change shit? Like, genuinely, all that's different is the audio levels that used to be horizontal are now vertical. It's not an improvement, it's not a downgrade, it's just a neutral change. So now I'm gonna be recording the rest of this video, sweating bullets and just absolutely praying that my footage isn't like 6 seconds out of sync with my audio. But anyway, we're back watching Steven Universe. Episode 24 is titled An Indirect Kiss. And I can't tell if that's alluding to something silly and dumb, or something heart-wrenchingly beautiful. My predictions have been more misses than hits when it comes to this series for some reason, but all of my instincts are telling me that an indirect kiss is somehow alluding to Rose. Like in the same way that finding a letter addressed to you from your dead mom can feel like a sort of indirect kiss from the afterlife, you know? I think that's gonna be the vibe. I think Steven's gonna get some kind of item, or like maybe even just that, like find a letter from his mom, and even though she isn't physically there hugging or kissing him, he's gonna feel her in a spiritual sense. That's my prediction. I'm rarely correct with Steven Universe specifically for some reason. So let's see if I could turn that luck around. But first, we have to talk about today's sponsor, Fabletics. A lot of people are either too insecure to go to the gym or just can't find the motivation for it. And I get it. I have the build of a wet, unfinished scarecrow, and I'm constantly coming up with excuses not to go to the gym. But Fabletics solves both of these problems by giving you a massive array of clothing options that not only feel good, but look incredible. Fabletics is the perfect blend of comfort and fashion. It's clothing that looks so good that I'm excited to wear it even outside of the gym. I put this shirt on for the ad. I just realized, coincidentally, I'm also wearing their sweatpants. And their sweatpants are incredible. Dude, literally last night, I went to a fancy dinner with somebody and wore Fabletics pants to the dinner. Like, they're not just athletic wear. I wear them to the grocery store, to friends' houses, to fancy dinners, apparently. On top of that, all of their pockets have zippers, which is the single best invention since the light bulb. So none of your keys or cell phone or earbuds are ever falling out while you're working out or running. But Fabletics doesn't just look good, they treat you right as well. Because if you sign up for their VIP membership today, you'll get 20 to 50% off their catalog of options and access to exclusive offers. If you want to feel just as good as you look, then make sure you consider checking out the link to Fabletics in the description below. Thank you again so much to Fabletics for sponsoring today's video, and now on to the show.
One more attack should do it. Yikes! Your arm!
Not Steven developing sympathy for this thing the second before Garnet fucking murders it.
I'm sending you back to the temple.
But Garnet, how are you gonna...
You can bubble me?
Garnet, no!
Oh, what the hell? I thought putting people in bubbles was a Steven exclusive power. I feel like Garnet has all the powers. So far, she's got gauntlets, stretchiness, future sight, bubbling, and impervious to lava. Meanwhile, Pearl has swords and holograms, and Amethyst has whip and shapeshifting. I guess it's probably because Garnet is a fusion, so she probably has the powers of her original gems and then some.
I'm back inside the temple.
Never mind. I forgot they're constantly bubbling items to send them to the temple like this. That makes a lot more sense. If they can bubble people, though, why aren't they constantly using this as a means of escape? Like, this feels like such a convenient fast travel mechanic.
Oh man, what's happening?
God, it really does look like a Pokeball. And it reforming into a monster after bouncing on the ground a couple of times isn't helping it beat those allegations. Didn't it look like it was briefly a person for a second, though? Is this Peridot? I don't think it is. I feel like that's something I'd remember, but the fact that it's green and, like, very briefly looked like a human being curled up into a ball makes me feel like there's more to this creature than we currently know. It kind of looks like Boros from One Punch Man turned into a giant centipede, doesn't it? It evolving isn't helping it beat the Pokeball allegations either. Although considering it kind of de-evolved, I guess it's more of a Digimon than a Pokemon. Two statements about this. One, it 100% just had human legs, didn't it? It was absolutely a person's body kneeling with a big centipede coming out of the top half of it, like some kind of fucking Bloodborne monster. Second, this is a great little guy. I love its hair. I love its stout little body. I hate the fact that it's sopping wet, but that's something I can learn to ignore. Oh my god, it's so scared. It's so visibly scared, this poor drippy little guy.
We can be friends. My name's Steve.
Steven! Get away from that thing! Whoa, dude!
Wait! It's not!
Oh, you know what? I think I just figured out the theme of this episode, and I really love it. I like that they set this plot line up by showing Steven having sympathy for that ice monster earlier. Like, I was joking about it, but it actually ended up being, like, the foundation of this episode's plot, I think. I like that Steven wants to help these monsters that they fight, and the gems just want to imprison them.
This was a terrible idea, and he's even managed to pop a bubble and let out that awful thing!
This is the saddest, most terrified little creature, and Garnet's just like, I want to see you run all 16 of those little hands, bitch!
It's just scared and confused. Please, Garnet. I'm begging you.
I'd love if it just cut to one of Steven's dozens of stupid faces. Like, it turns out he's just been doing them because Garnet gets a kick out of it. Please, Garnet, I'm begging you! I don't know. Alright, fine. You know I can't say no when you're squishy.
All right, Steven. Let's see if you can get it to calm down.
It still seems a little scary.
Yeah, Christ, I wonder why. You got this thing chained up like it's being punished for introducing fire to man.
Maybe you guys could put your weapons away and watch from the house?
Absolutely not!
Steven can handle this.
Garnet?
Pearl?
I mean, Steven's the one who beat this thing with no powers in a mini-fridge. This thing's basically his own tutorial boss.
Just relax and let your hair down. You wanna come over here? Huh? Don't worry, it won't be like before.
Fuck, why do I love this thing? If it weren't constantly oozing from the mouth, I'd love it way more, but even with that, I'm still a pretty big fan.
Hey, come on! You love chips, and I love chips.
I'm so tempted to just skip to the next episode right now, Because that is the only way I can guarantee I won't have to watch something horrible happen to this thing. It's such a precious little guy, and it's having such a great time eating chips, I really don't think I'll be able to handle seeing it get beat up again.
Shoo! Get! Those aren't for you! Oh! Huh? What are you doing?
I love how this seagull is so ready to throw down. It looks like a white dad who had too many beers at a baseball game. I'd like to see you spit that shit over here, tough guy!
But we have to go back for the shooting star.
Garnet! Pearl! Amethyst!
Whoa, why isn't that thing on its rock?
I trained her up!
Is it just me, or did this thing get, like, way bigger? It looks like Steven could ride this thing now. Which he should!
That was awesome. No! Mi torta!
I have no meaningful commentary to add to this. I just wanted to ensure that it made it into the reaction. That was such a great line and such a great line delivery from Amethyst that if somehow Hulu and every streaming service remove Steven Universe off the face of the earth, I needed to ensure it was immortalized in this video.
I just don't know if this will work.
All right, Centi-beetle!
Love Steven weaponizing Centi-beetle's seagull-themed trauma for his own personal gain. Oh, such a sick piece of animation. Like, out of nowhere, too. I don't know, I really like that. I like the angle of it. I like the way all of the ice fucking vanished from around her arm. That was just really... I really dug that.
You'll need to use your gauntlets so as not to hurt your hands.
No, not now!
That is such a reasonable reaction. I can't believe they gave this thing actual PTSD from seeing Garnet's gauntlets. That's so cool. That's so cool and so fair of Centi-beetle.
Steven! I knew this would happen!
Guys, you don't have to kill it. You just have to treat its trauma. The trauma you gave it.
Pearl, stop! It was an accident! Sorry for pulling... Steven!
Guys, this is not how you treat trauma! This is so fucked. Please tell me there's a happy ending waiting for this thing?
Stop! You don't need to fight! This isn't you! You're not a monster anymore!
He is not the one you need to be pleading to! This thing is well within its rights to fight back. They are brutalizing him.
How we became best friends? You have to remember, this all happened today!
I will unskin anything and anyone who brings harm to this precious little creature. You're mean to this thing? Your skin privileges are getting revoked. This scene might actually make me cry. Raising a puppy has absolutely ruined my emotional tolerance. Raising a puppy has turned me into such an emotional little doughboy. Where the fuck is she? If anyone treated Penelope the way— oh, I'm losing her? That was scary, I was loud. Well, I think I got my point across at least. The fucking burn marks on the back of his jacket, the sad look in Steven's eye, the Centi-beetle nestling into his neck. This might actually be, so far, the most emotional moment of the series for me. What the fuck? Why does this episode exist? Who wrote this? The guy who made Appa's Lost Days? Is the guy who wrote this, Appa's Lost Days, and Gary Come Home, the same sick fucking bastard? He's just got some kind of weird animal abuse fetish and he's just making his rounds through all these shows?
You saved me.
This is Steven's worst face. but not for the reason his other faces are awful. He looks like the Michelin tire man after he just found out his Michelin tire wife got popped.
Rose Quartz had tried to use her powers to save these monsters too, but she was never able to heal them.
Never? But if she couldn't do it...
Steven was so close, though. That thing was so into him before it sacrificed itself.
I promise I'll heal you up someday. Oh, wait!
No! No! No more video! The video's done! That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing forever. The channel's done too. Shut up. I'm so invested in this fucking plotline. I'm so thoroughly engrossed. The Centi-beetle has to come back, right? Please tell me Rebecca Sugar doesn't forget about this over the course of these, 300 episodes. This is the only plotline that matters. It's the only thing I give a shit about anymore. Across all the shows I'm watching. Oh man, and he gives it the chips too. That's so good. It's so sweet. Penelope! She won't come back. And if I make her come back, she'll hate me. So I just have to sit here and hope she returns. Look at us. I guess in a way, I'm the real Penelope. And the dog is Odysseus. Anyway, we're moving on. I don't deserve anyone subscribing to my Patreon after that, so I'm just gonna skip it.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah.
This is a record-breakingly bad face from Steven, but I'm gonna let him have it because I know what he's going through right now.
Is this fence new?
It's a long story.
Is it a magic story?
Maybe?
Steven, you're really pushing the limit with these faces here. My sympathies can only stretch so far.
But it's not a happy story. Amethyst was horsing around by the cliff. Amethyst, be careful!
Oh, this is a new sad story unrelated to the one we just saw? I thought he was still sad about Centi-beetle. What do you mean a new sad thing happened?
What? Do you care about me or something?
Yes!
Aw, Steven.
I know this is mean to say, but I think I only like Steven's face when he's crying. I don't know why. That's just when he produces the best faces. I'm sorry.
Amethyst, stop! You're gonna fall!
Ooh, Steven! I'm gonna fall.
Settle, Amethyst. We don't need you doing all that on a Tuesday afternoon.
Steven, please. I'm a gem warrior. I'm not gonna fall. Ugh, this is so embarrassing.
Oh, God, that sounded so painful. Didn't even sound like flesh hitting rock. Like I heard her gem hit it, and I still related to the feeling.
You sure you're okay?
Yes, Steven, I'm fine. Except for this. Amethyst!
Why is that what happened to you? What a weird, seemingly random outcome that so wasn't the consequence I expected to come from that fall.
Great. Show me your gem. Fresh.
Dear God, Amethyst, never change.
Of course. How could I have been so blind? We need to put a fence up there so this will never happen again.
And that's why there's a fence. The end.
That wasn't a sad story. Tell her about the Centi-beetle. That story's sad.
Tell me the rest.
I don't wanna.
Steven? Steven? Steven?
Connie, please stop. Steven has an endless array of terrible faces he can cycle through. This is not a battle you can win.
Okay, but it's mostly backwash.
Good enough.
How do I look?
I have no idea.
That's an all-time great Connie moment. That's so funny. Also, why are the animators really flexing their facial creativity this episode? Nobody looks normal in this one. Amethyst looking goofy as fuck is literally the plot of the episode.
Steven, your mother had healing tears that flowed from her gem. She felt real love for those around her, She felt real sorrow when they were hurt.
Oh, let's go! I was right about this episode being about Rose for once. Crazy that Steven's gonna have to cry on Amethyst's wound, but I guess it's cool he gets a new power at least. Once again, I love that Steven's powers are so atypical of what you usually see from like a young boy fantasy protagonist. His powers are all anti-violent. They're shields and bubbles and healing, and it really makes for a unique and compelling protagonist.
It's not working. I guess I'm just too tough to cry.
Just today you were crying about snakes.
They don't have any arms.
That's what that's from? That was like the biggest sound on TikTok last year. I had no idea that was from Steven Universe.
Guys, I'm fine. I'm not gonna get any worse.
Okay, that was horrifying. That'd be enough to get me to cry right there on the spot. Every time I tell myself, you know what? That's enough jokes about the faces. People are gonna start to get annoyed. You've overdone this bit. A new worst face of the episode drops.
Look at them. They're a mess without her guidance. Directionless, pathetic, clinging things. It's going to be okay, Garnet.
Everybody's fucking falling apart this episode. Can we worry about one person's mental stability before another person starts to self-destruct? Steven, how are you not crying right now? Watching your best friend develop the brain capacity of a milkshake.
Amethyst! No more roughhousing. You'll exacerbate your crack.
Hey, don't you talk about her crack like that!
Oh,
I feel like I'm watching a Japanese yokai get birthed. Amethyst is turning into something I'd expect Tanjiro to fight in the next season of Demon Slayer.
Oh, come on, I had it!
Steven, it's fine. Just stay here and watch Amethyst.
Steven, what if you just kept your eyes open for a really long time? Or put some sand in your eye? Producing a tear really shouldn't be this difficult.
Why can't I cry? Why can't I cry?
Oh God, I just realized where this episode is headed. Can we pump the brakes for a second? Let's pump the brakes before I give Steven a personal tutorial on how to produce a couple of tears.
I don't know how to feel about you, but everybody else does. I wish I could have met you. Then this place could make me sad, and I could cry healing tears.
Oh, man! Oh, wow! Wow! I wish I could have met you so then this place could have made me sad. Is a generational line. That's so fascinating. What a specific type of grief for this show to explore. I don't know anyone who's lost a parent before they had the chance to meet them, but I do know a lot of people who have lost parents that were abusive towards them. And what's really fascinating is a lot of times these people will develop a sense of guilt about not missing that parent. Like, I've seen a lot of people struggle with not missing somebody, and it's so interesting for this kids show to explore something like that, rather than exploring the more broadly relatable emotion of missing a loved one who's no longer with you. I also love him coming into the cave and being like, why is everyone acting so weird? Why can't I cry? Like, that's some great shit. That, I don't know if Steven is meant to be, like, autistic coded, but, like, that's some good autism coding. That reminds me so much of Rompo from Bungo Stray Dogs, where he has his speech, like, it feels like everybody knows something I don't, or, like, everyone's, like, hiding a secret that he doesn't know. Something like that. It was along those lines. Just the sensation of, like, why is everyone sharing an emotion I don't know how to tap into? Yeah, it's probably a good time for that, Amethyst. You know, wouldn't want Steven to process too many emotions.
I can't do anything right. Now I'm going to lose you, and it's all my fault.
you hurt about me.
Did they make this voice actor say that backwards and then reverse it? Is that why it sounds so fucked?
Oh, come on!
Ugh, I fucking knew that would happen. Is this healing magic gonna come through some other method? Is he gonna have to kiss it? This is a brutal episode, guys. Is this the indirect kiss? Was I right about it being a metaphor?
Or Garnet. Or Pearl. And I can't go on missions.
You don't need any powers to be here with me.
Oh, slick, Connie. Real slick. Jesus Christ, dude. We're giving Steven his first panic attack of the season? Of the series? Jesus.
Ow.
What's wrong?
I think there's something wrong with my glasses. My eyes.
Oh, what the hell? He gave her eyes back? How the fuck did he do that? He barely even touched her.
The juice box. I don't have healing tears. I have healing spit.
Oh, he does have healing kisses. Wow, okay, that's gonna be a PR nightmare for you, Steven, but yeah, a new power is a new power. That's so sick. I was right on every front about this episode's title. Dude, like I said with the back-to-back horror episodes of Cat Fingers and Frybo, what are they doing? What are they doing pairing, like doing themed pairings? You can't just have one soul-crushing episode. You gotta mix them together. These were fucked. Dude, these were so fucked. We finally got one that was like truly about Steven's relationship with Rose. The one with Lars dabbled in it a little, and episode 2 did as well, but this was like really meaty. And then, man, I need Centi-beetle to come back. Speaking of things I need, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm so late for something, but as always, let me know in the comments what you thought of these episodes, of this video. Let me know in the comments. Why'd I say that? I didn't have anything prepared. What your favorite friend of Steven's is. Connie, Lars, the others. Onion. I don't know. I started asking you something. I had to finish with an assignment. So anyway, let me know in the comments who your favorite of Steven's friends is. Don't spoil anything, but you can take into account the whole show. And I will see you guys next time.
All I want is someone to believe.